Hello friends, today's topic is about structure of hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is important protein which is present inside the red blood cell and its basic function that is transportation of oxygen. So hemoglobin as a protein, it has also primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure. So in detail of that structure of hemoglobin that we will look, and that is very helpful to understand how exactly oxygen is transported with the help of hemoglobin. So hemoglobin contains two part, heme part and globin part. Globin part that is protein part while heme that is non-protein part. Now total 4 globin chain is there, so it is called tetrameric in nature. So 4 polypeptide chain of globin is there. So one by one, primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure of hemoglobin that we will look. So primary structure of protein that denotes number and sequence of amino acid. So about hemoglobin, we will talk about the particularly adult hemoglobin, which is 97% of hemoglobin in our body. So adult contains mainly this adult hemoglobin. Apart from that, HbA2 and fetal hemoglobin is there. So they are called the types of hemoglobin. So in this adult hemoglobin, there are 2 alpha chain and 2 beta chain that combinedly making 4 polypeptide chain. So each alpha chain contains 141 amino acid, and the gene located for this alpha chain that is over the chromosome number 16, and for the beta chain it is located over the chromosome number 11. So that total 4 globin chain is there. Now each globin chain that is containing one heme residue. So that importance of that heme residue that also we will look. Heme, it is called a protoporphyrin. So this protoporphyrin that is attached with the Fe plus 2, that is reduced form of the iron, that is called a ferrous form. So Fe plus 2 that is combined with the protoporphyrin, and that heme molecule is present, and that one heme residue is present in each globin chain. So totally 4 heme residue and 4 globin chain that will make one hemoglobin molecule. So one heme that is able to attach with the one oxygen molecule, that will give finally idea about the hemoglobin. So one hemoglobin molecule that is containing 4 globin chain, 4 globin chain, each globin chain contains a heme residue, so total 4 heme residue. So one hemoglobin that can finally transport about 4 oxygen molecule. So 4 oxygen can be transported with the help of one molecule of hemoglobin. Further in detail of primary structure of hemoglobin, we are talking about the histidine residue. Total 36 histidine residue is present in a one molecule of hemoglobin, and they are very helpful for the buffering action inside the red blood cell. Now out of that histidine residue, particularly 58, which is also called a F8 histidine residue of the alpha chain, and for the 63rd histidine residue of the beta chain. So already we have talked about that alpha chain which is containing 141 amino acid, and plus 5 means 146 amino acid in the beta chain. Same way 58 in the alpha chain and plus 5 that is 63rd in the beta chain, that is called a distal histidine residue. Why that name is given distal? Because it is away from the iron atom of the heme residue. So this histidine that is away from this iron atom of the heme, so it is called a distal histidine. Same as a distal histidine, one more that is called a proximal histidine. So 87th histidine residue of the alpha chain, and plus 5 that is 92nd histidine residue of the beta chain, and it is called a proximal histidine residue because it is nearby to the iron atom of the heme. So whatever this iron present inside the heme, it is closer to that particular 87 histidine residue of the alpha chain. So that is about the primary structure. Primary structure means alpha chain contains 141 amino acid, beta chain that is containing about 146 amino acid, and also detailing of the proximal and distal histidine. Next, about the secondary structure of hemoglobin. So that secondary structure denotes the shape of the protein. So this hemoglobin mainly in a alpha helical structure. Further, how this exactly shape of this hemoglobin is maintained? So alpha and beta chain are connected with the help of non-covalent bond like van der Waals force, hydrogen bond and electrostatic force, and that is helping to make a particular structure of the alpha helix. Now next, that is about the tertiary structure of the hemoglobin. So tertiary structure is very helpful to understand domain part or functional part of the hemoglobin. So in this structure of hemoglobin, hydrophobic amino acid plus vinyl group of heme that will make interior of the hemoglobin. So basically over the interior means hydrophobic cleft of hemoglobin that is helping to attachment of the heme. So with the help of hydrophobic amino acid, hydrophobic cleft is generated, and over that heme residue is attached, and that is making interior part of the hemoglobin, while exterior part that is made up with the help of hydrophilic amino acid. So that is exterior part of the hemoglobin. Now further detail of this hemoglobin that you have to remember, propionate side chain is present over the heme residue. Now this 2 propionate side chain that is attached with the 2 arginine amino acid of the globin chain, and that is with the help of electrostatic bond. and that is making attachment of the heme plus globin chain. So that is with the help of propionate side chain of the heme residue and 2 arginine amino acid of the globin side chain. So you have to remember iron is attached with the histidine, but this heme residue, that is with the help of propionate, it is attached over the arginine amino acid. Now finally, that is quaternary structure of the hemoglobin. So that is tetrameric form, means 4 polypeptide chain of heme or 4 polypeptide chain of globin that is combined with the heme, and that is making final structure of the hemoglobin. This tetrameric structure that is highly soluble, but individual globin chain and unpaired globin chain that make inclusion bodies inside the red blood cell, and that will damage the red blood cell, and ultimately hemolysis is observed. So you have to remember it need to be in a tetrameric form to make it soluble inside the red blood cell. So in detail of that structure, so that we will going to understand from this picture. 2 alpha chain and 2 beta chain is the primary structure, means number and sequence of amino acid, 141 in alpha chain, 146 in beta chain. Secondary structure, it is containing alpha helical structure. Now tertiary structure, in a hydrophobic clap, particularly this heme residue is present. So in hemoglobin structure, 2 alpha and 2 beta chain, heme is present at the hydrophobic clap of the globin chain. Now in this heme, iron molecule is present, that is reduced form of the iron, that is called a ferrous form. Now this ferrous have a 6 valency. Now this 6 valency is very helpful to understand how exactly it is transporting oxygen. So heme residue which is containing Fe+2, which has a 6 valency. Out of that 6, 4 is attached with the 4 nitrogen of the pyrrole ring of the heme residue. Now fifth one, that is attached with the imidazole group of the proximal histidine residue. Proximal histidine, that is called E7, means 87 histidine residue of the alpha chain. Now what about 6 valency of the Fe+2? 6 valency that is attached with the oxygen, and that is making finally oxyhemoglobin. So over that heme residue, iron is present, and this iron that is attached with the oxygen directly with the help of 6 valency. Now this oxygen that will make one more hydrogen bond with the help of distal histidine, and distal histidine is called a F8, that is 58 histidine residue, that is called a distal histidine. Suppose that hemoglobin that is containing oxygen, now this oxygen is liberated to the tissue, then it is called a deoxyform. So what happened in that deoxyform? So in deoxyform, this oxygen will be removed, and instead of that, water molecule is present. So water will be present in between this iron as well as this particular distal histidine residue. So you have to remember that oxygen or water molecule will be present, and that is with the help of this ferrous state of the iron. So in detail of that hemoglobin structure that already we have seen. So now further some summary about the heme residue, which is already discussed in separate video. So heme residue which is containing 4 pyrrole ring, and it has a 4 methynyl breach, that is alpha, beta, gamma and delta, and 2 particular propionate side chain of this heme residue that is helping to attach over the globin chain with the help of arginine residue, and that is main importance. Further you have to remember this Fe+2 has a 6 valency, 4 is attached with the 4 pyrrole ring, 1 that is attached with the histidine residue, and 6 one that is attached over the oxygen, and that is ultimately helping for the transportation of oxygen. And when this oxygen is not present, water molecule will be present. So heme is also called a ferroprotoporphyrin, and that is the main functional unit of the hemoglobin. So that's all about the primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary structure of the hemoglobin.